While accumulating money or dollars in the long term can be the first thing that families and people do, this doesn't mean that is the correct way to invest our money. In this video I show you why it's not convenient to accumulating money in the long term, especially in this period. Of course, all supported by charts and general example. For who don't know about me, my name is Samuele and I do video on cryptocurrency, investment, economics and much more. If you are interested in that type of content, please subscribe to the channel for not losing any video and thumbs up the video for helping this channel to grow. I have a Telegram group in which we talk about the economy, we talk about cryptocurrency, economy and much more. I leave the link in the description. I also remember you that this type of content is only for informational purpose. Now more than ever, dollars are worthless. And in general I don't suggest to accumulate in dollar for the long term. But why I say that? What is the purpose of a currency? In general, the purpose is to exchange goods and transfer value. And for the fact that printing new money, the demand of printing new money and the credit is things that are indispensable nowadays for the central banks, of course, the currencies for the starting is not a reserve of value, due to the devaluation of the currency for the inflations that decrease the buying power of the dollars. Like we see in these charts, the dollars in the years from the 1930 has lost over the 95% of its value or its buying power. The same more or less for the euro. So we know that in general, for a long-term perspective, with the data that we have today, the currencies are not a reserve of value. Furthermore, in the 2020, with the virus, the Federal Reserve printed more than 80% of the actual dollars in circulating, like we see in this chart. So also the velocity of money, that is the M2 velocity, that means substantially the amount of transaction that happen with the same dollar in an arc of time, is at his historical all-time low. The problem for this is that there is a lot of cash in the hands of the Americans or the other people in the world that are not moving, are on the banks. And when this cash goes out in goods or in houses or in other goods or service, they are introduced in the market, and this leads to inflation and devaluation of the currency. This time more than ever, because 80% of the currency is very, very high. In this moment also we are in a situation that the inflation is about 7.9% on the year-of-year basis, and the interest rate are on zero. In this month probably Powell will increase the rates for a base point, and the funds rate is the most important tool that has the Federal Reserve for stopping the inflation. So, do you think that money is a good investment to save for the long term, for the retire? I don't think so, especially in this period or from here to the future. But let's think in another scenario in which the Feds, starting from this month, increase a lot the interest rate for calming the inflation. Also in this case there is other risks, but in this case is for the other countries. Because in this moment we are in a period of time in which the dollars is the main currency of all the markets. But what if the interest rates are so high that don't incentivize the credit in the country? For this, many economists are talking about the dollarization of the world, or also the deglobalization of the world, due to the fact that happened in Russia-Ukraine. So how we can protect our investment, our value, our buying power from the cash? Of course, we can't live without liquidity, without dollars. But what I recommend is to diversify our portfolio, our net worth in different way for not have exposure to the currencies. There are a lot of assets out there. For example, commodities, crypto, real estate, stock market, bonds market. Remember, we are not to accumulating money, but assets that increase in the time. We don't know what is going on in the future and what will be the best asset in the long term, because for example, there is a commodity that in the future will not exist, because all is connected to the demand of the goods or the asset. So the point of this video is that currency are not a reserve of value, and if we want to save our buying power, our net worth, we have to diversify in different assets, because we have already seen that the dollars tends to go to zero. Is Bitcoin, is real estate? We don't know that, but of course diversify is the solution. Stay safe and let me know in the comment what you think about these topics. Leave a thumbs up for helping this channel to grow, and we will see you in the next video.